Hello, this is Stampy Longnose, and welcome to a Call of Duty Black Ops gameplay commentary. This is a very special game because it is a game in which I don't fire down my scope for the entirety of the game. It is completely hip fire only. It's a game of domination on the map Summit. I'm of course using the M60. I mean, you could do this with other guns, and I do in fact pick up other guns throughout the game which are okay. But I mean, the M60's low fire rate and high damage and the incredibly big clip make it like the gun almost built for doing this kind of thing. I've of course got steady aim on as well. It's something that you'd never want to try without using steady aim, although I do kind of pay for it with my ridiculously long reload times as well. And I mean, I always use sleight of hand for quicker reloads just because I hate like not having my gun fully reloaded. Like, steady aim is probably the better perk, I can admit that. The fact that you can use an assault rifle almost as effectively as an SMG. If you're running around in someone's close range, you just fire from the hip with the assault rifle. You're going to be almost as good as the SMG, and in some cases, maybe using the FAMAS, you might be better than using an SMG. And it's also got the addition of, from when sprinting, you can then aim down your sight quicker, where you can then go into shooting mode quicker from when sprinting. And sleight of hand does have quicker aim down sight, but it doesn't seem to be that significant of an increase. And I've actually done a test where I've done from sprinting who can get down, aiming down their sight, ready to shoot quicker, and steady aim did win. So despite all those positives for steady aim, I still do like sleight of hand, just because it feels nicer. I feel quicker being able to quickly reload. It gives me the ability to have a Strela rather than a pistol as my sidearm, because rather than quickly switching to my pistol, I can usually just get a quick reload. And especially if I'm using dual mags as well, it makes it like literally like boom, and you're shooting again straight away. The reload is that quick. But here using the M60 now, without sleight of hand, it takes so long, and it was so laborious me trying to like shoot people. It got quite annoying because I'm a compulsive reloader. Like, any second where like if I got one bullet gone and there's like no enemies around me, I have to reload. Like, I'm quite compulsive in that sense. Anyway, talking about this gameplay in particular, it's actually not as hard as you might assume doing hipfire only. I mean, I'd never recommend it as a good tactic, but it's not as ridiculous a challenge as it might sound. My biggest challenge was I kept getting my kill stole throughout this entire game. See here, Crimson Azov, he steals that kill. And then coming, he's my mate Crimson Azov, by the way, so I'm not having a go at him. I mean, he did nothing wrong taking all these kills. But it seemed for like the first half of the game, every person I tried to shoot, Crimson Azov would get him. There's about 3 kills there he got. And then later on there's a kill I'm about to get, there's a helicopter, and then later on I'm about to shoot someone, then a Valkyrie rocket from him comes in. It seemed like he was really out to stop me doing this. And it was actually me and, we're all 3 of us were going to do hipfire only. It was going to be me, Afrodan, who's in the game, and you can see he is doing it. And Crimson Azov kind of did it for half the game, and then he was having a really good game, so he thought we'd just carry on playing normally to try and get a better game. But me and Afrodan do persist throughout the entire game. There we go, there's another kill stolen by Crimson Azov. And yeah, it's not as difficult as you might expect, because you can actually get some really good range. It's really just a test of tactics, because there's not really any accuracy involved. I mean, you basically just got to try and keep it on the target, and then you sort of want to be slightly under them to take into account of the recoil. But apart from that, it's all about your positioning and like coming up behind the enemy like I'm doing here, and staying crouched to make your crosshairs tighter, and staying in cover is a really good thing. And it's actually quite easy to shoot other people in cover with the M60, because they pretty much die in one shot to the head. I mean, they don't, but I mean, if they're hurt slightly and you get a headshot on them, then it will kill them. So there's a lot of long-range situations where they'll be in cover, and like I'll be in cover, and you'd think because they're aiming down sight, they got to win. But because of the power of the M60, it actually gives me quite an advantage. And another reason why I managed to do quite well in this game, despite only firing from my hip, is because the other team were all really bad. And they actually kind of switched like several times throughout this game. And when you see at the end of the game, there's actually only 2 of them left. They're constantly backing out this game and just got new people joining. But luckily, when you join into a game, you're generally slightly disorientated. So the people joining weren't that good anyway. You see here, I'm basically, it's kind of obvious what I'm doing. I'm camping the spawn. I know that there's a good chance they're all going to spawn down in that back area, so I'm waiting for them to do that. And the reason I did that, I didn't want to charge out across the rest of the map, because that's where all my team was. You saw me pressing the start button a couple times. That's me basically seeing where my teammates are. And I can see that we got C and A, and so they only got B. So they're going to be basically spawning in the middle. But because all my team were basically in the middle, I thought they're either going to switch to spawn at C or A. And so I was here staying at where I am. I'm at C now, so I'm waiting for them to switch to C, and so I can start killing them. So it's not like me just fighting to get kills, it's me trying to, if they do spawn here, then I'm here to stop them getting across. Basically what just happened now. But unfortunately, when they do actually come, I do get caught. And I kind of go on a little bit of a death spree here, but these are my only deaths in the game. I get 3 deaths in a row quite quickly, but after that I do manage to carry on. And I actually get a dogs right at the end of the game, and I seem to always be doing that recently. I'll always get my top kill streak when there's only a few seconds left in the game, and it's the most frustrating thing in the world. The reason I am doing this hipfire only game is kind of as a fun challenge anyway, and kind of I wanted it for gameplay as well. We were kind of we've been doing a lot of games with only using the stakeout, which isn't like that ludicrous as only using hipfire, but we kind of wanted something else that we could try and get everyone on our team all doing something stupid, like only using ballistic knives, or we tried doing a game using only flamethrowers, but that seemed just too ridiculous. I might try that again, maybe in a free-for-all. I think I might be able to do it, but that was just way too difficult. So in the end we thought only hipfire, and this was our first attempt doing it. This was our first game. And then after this game, because everyone had quit out, we got pretty much completely new players that were a hell of a lot better. And it was Summit again, and we tried doing it again, and we just got totally destroyed. And although it's good doing all these fun, gimmicky things, it's kind of, you've got to remember it is a video game. By the way, I saw that guy's shadow, was how I saw him. I mean, it is just a game, you're doing it for fun, but because I kind of felt bad for the rest of our teammates, because there's a good chance we could have won if we were all just playing normally. And that's sort of a bit of a question. I mean, you can think in one way, I bought the game, I paid my money, I pay for Xbox Live, so I'm paying to play it online. I should be able to play it how I want, surely. I mean, it's my game. But then again, if I'm playing in a way which is going to harm the rest of my team, make it so they're not going to have as much fun, is that right? I mean, I know technically it's allowed. I mean, that's always the big argument with quickscoping, is although it can be fun for people and they're doing it to try and get montages and everything, if someone's running around jumping off high things and spinning in circles and trying to shoot stuff, which is kind of ridiculous, I think, quickscoping and trick shots more. It's harming the whole team. They're basically a rubbish player. They're playing not in a way to try and do the best they can, but they're playing in a way to do just to try and do silly things and get fancy kills on one person rather than trying to capture the points and everything. And then if you go around killing these people, the people who aren't playing as a team, the people who are harming the game experience for other people, and I go up with a FAMAS and I'm really trying to win, I'm trying to cover the points, get grenades everywhere, they'll send me a message saying that I'm a tryharder. And like, I don't understand how being a tryharder is a negative thing. What? Trying to win the game is considered to be a bad thing. I really don't understand that. What? I mean, I suppose you could say taking the game too seriously, but I mean they say, oh yeah, play for fun, whatever. Like, fun is winning to me. I mean, okay, I'm doing stuff like this, which is for like added fun, but the main reason is I want to play to have fun. This is quite a nice tomahawk, by the way. I was like, ooh, I actually got that thing, and actually got me my blackbird as well, which made me that bit happier. So yeah, I hate the phrase tryharding. I actually got sent a message today on Halo because I was tryharding because I was camping back with the sniper. And I mean, okay, yeah, I mean I wasn't camping, I was just staying on my side of the map with my sniper rather than trying to go after them all, which kind of seemed to make sense to me. I mean, I was trying to play the game to win, and I did win. I succeeded. I don't particularly see what's wrong with that. Anyway, this is the end of the game. I was quite happy. I think I got about 39 kills and 3 deaths. The score will come up in a second, which I was quite impressed with, and it could have been that bit better because I got those dogs right at the end of the game, and I did get quite a lot of kills, not stolen from me, that I missed out on, which I could have got. But still, for a first attempt, I was quite happy with that. I don't know if I'm going to try doing that again. It was a little fun experiment. Anyway, we do have a bonus clip, which was this week sent in by Tiki Myra, and it's him. He comes across a tactical insertion, and so he thinks, right, I'm going to set up a claymore, so when the guy spawns here, he's going to get blown up by the claymore. And he's not content with just leaving his trap. He wants to wait and witness it firsthand. So I'm going to speed up the clip a little bit here now, because he does wait here for quite a while until he goes back. And then something quite amusing happens when the guy spawns. If you want to send in your bonus clips, I'm taking Halo Reach or Black Ops clips. Basically, send me what your gamer tag is and tell me what clip in your file share you want me to capture. And then I will capture it for you, so there's no need for you to have a capture card. And then that's basically it. I'm afraid it can only be on Xbox 360 because I don't have Black Ops on PlayStation 3. But that's the end of this video. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you later.